Okay, so this is day 3, and I'm trying to make as many videos so that some of you who want to advance, you can. Um, so 45 over 7, I'm going to change that to a mixed number. 7 goes into 45, I don't know, 6 times. 6 and 2 and 3 left over, so 6 and 3 sevens. 87 over 20. 20 goes into 87 4 times, which is 80, and then you have 7 left over 20. 28 over 3. 3 goes into 28 9 times. 1 left over 3. And 99 over 12. 12 goes into 99, I don't know, 8 times, which is 96. And then 3 left over 12, which you can then simplify to 8, 3, and 1 over 4. Okay, that was the first part. Change to an improper fraction. Now we're going backwards. I like this color, purple. No? 5 and 6 sevenths. Okay. You can do it in little times here, a little plus if you want. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 6 is 41 over 7. 2 and 4 ninths. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 4 is 22 over 9. 1 and 6 sevenths, which is 1 times 7 is 7, plus 6, 13 over 7. And finally, 3, 12 over 17. 17 times 3 is 51. 51 and 12 is 63 over 17. You can work backwards to double check. Okay, so that's nice about this, is that you can always double check by going backwards. Change it to a mixed number again. All right, so that's that. Those are the easy ones. And here are 7 12s. 7 12s plus 11 over 12. I don't know why I wrote it this way, but let's 7 and 12 is 7 11. 7 plus 11 is 18 over 12, and that is an improper fraction, which we can simplify. 12 goes into 18 one time, 6 left over, or you can write that as 1 and a half. Okay, because 6 12 is the same thing as 1 and a half. 29. 29 over 30 minus 23 over 30. Okay, the denominators are the same, so here, not much to do. 29 minus 23 is 6 over 30, and 6 over 30 can be simplified to 1/5. Divide top and bottom by 6. Okay, and then we have, unlike denominators here, okay, 5 over 7 and 3/4. Okay, you want to add these two. Well, let me change colors. LCM for both is 28. So 4 times 7 is 28. 3 times 7 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28, so it's 5 times 4 on top. Okay, simple addition problem. 20 plus 21 is 41 over 28. And 28 goes into 41 one time, and 17 left over 28. Final answer. Okay, so you had to first find the LCM before you were allowed to add aloud. You could add, okay, 13 over 15 minus 4 over 5. Again, different denominators, which tells you how to find the LCM is 15 in this case. Okay, 5 goes into 15 3 times, so it's 4 times 3, which gives you a 12. And this stays the same because it's already 15. And it was a subtraction problem? Yes, it was. 13 minus 12 is 1 over 15. Okay. Very simple. 2 and 3/5, 7 and a half. We're going to add these two. Let's split it down the middle. We want to split those two sides up, and we want to find the LCM, which is 10. And it's 2 times 5, and 1 times 5. And it's 5 times 2, which makes it 3 times 2, which is 6. So 6 and 5 is 11 over 10, and 2 and 7 is 9. So we have a problem here because this is a mixed number, 9 and 11 tenths, but it's a mixed number, whereas one is a whole number, the other one is an improper fraction. So let's change the 11 and 10. Okay, so we can change to a mixed number. 10 goes into 11 once. We have a 1 left over 10. So now our problem has two whole numbers, which is easy to deal with. You're going to combine 9 and 1, you get 10, and add the fraction 1/10 at the end. Final answer. 5 and 1/3, and we're going to be subtracting 3 and 4/5. Okay, this seems like a boring question. Did I say boring or boring? I think I said boring. 15. So 15 is the LCM times 3. So therefore times 3 on the top, which is 12, times 5, which is 5 at the top, which is 5. And yes, I was right. You need to borrow. So we're going to take from the 5, we're going to ask for 1 unit, 1 whole, and we're going to throw it this way. So we're going to add what? We're going to be adding 15 over 15. The 15 over 15 is a whole. Okay, so 5 plus 15 is 20. The denominators stay the same. But that's one I want to deal with. 20 over 15. Now they're both the same denominator, and the numerator here is bigger. I can subtract. 20 minus 12 is 8 over 15, and on this side 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, a little work there. 2 more, 6 and 7/8, 3 and 5/6. We're adding. Let's split this up in the middle. The LCM is 24. Okay, so it's 6 times 3, 6 times 4, so it's 5 times 4, times 4, times 4, which is 20. And it's 8 times 3, which makes it 7 times 3, which is 21. Okay, this addition is easy because you don't have to do anything else. So you can just add 21 and 20 is 41 over 24. And again, 6 and 3 is 9. We have an improper fraction here. So we want to change it to a mixed number. So 24 goes into 41 once. 17 left over 24. Okay. Now, because we have two whole numbers, we can combine them 9 and 1, and that gives us 10. 17 over 24. And we have a couple more. 12, 3 over 7, minus, delayed reaction here, minus 8 over 9. Oh, notice that there's no whole number here. That's okay. Okay. We need to find an LCM. An LCM here is 63. 9 times 7 and 8 times 7 gives us 56. 7 times 9 gives us 63. And times 9 on top is 27. So we're going to subtract, but we can't because 27 minus 56 is not going to work for us. You need a little borrowing here, so let's borrow. 12 becomes 11, and we're going to throw a whole unit there in the form of a fraction, and we're going to throw in 63 over 63, which is going to give us our new fraction of 90 over 63. Now we're ready to subtract. So 90 minus 56, I don't know, it's 34. 63 stays the same. And 11 minus nothing over here is just 11. Can we simplify this any? No, we can't. So final answer, 1134 over 63. Multiplication. Yay. And we got 4 over 7 times 3 over 8. Okay. And you get 12 over 56. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. And that simplifies, I don't know, divide that by 4, which gives you 3. And 16. No, 14. And let me go back. And that's 14. 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 56 divided by 4 is 14. Okay. Second one, 7 over 9 times 5, a whole number. So let's put that over 1. Now we're ready to multiply. 7 times 5 is 35. 9 times 1 is 9. We're going to change that to a mixed number. 9 goes into 35 3 times, which is 27. 8 left over, and then over 9. Next one, we got two mixed numbers. 1 and 2/3 times 2 and 3/4. Want to change them? Don't multiply it in this format. So 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 over 3. So 1 and 2/3 becomes 5 over 3 times 8 times 2 is, no, 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4. Okay. Now we're ready to multiply. 5 times 11 is 55 and 3 times 4 is 12. Change it to a mixed number. 12 goes into 55 4 times, which is 48. You get 7 left over 12. Okay, so the main thing here was changing the mixed numbers into improper before multiplying. Okay, not big of a deal. 4 times 5 over 12. Again, it's a whole number times a fraction. Just put it over 1. And you get 20 over 12, which you can simplify first and then change to a mixed number, or change to a mixed number and then multiply and simplify. Well, let's simplify. Divide that by 4. You get 5 over 3. And that becomes 1 and 2/3. 3 goes into 5 one time, 2 left over 3. The length of a rectangular garage. Okay, so you know what? Anytime there's a word problem and you can draw things out, do it. Obviously a little better than mine, but length. The length of a garage is 7 and 2/3 yards. And then the width is 4.5. This is 4.5 yards. What's the area of my garage, or that garage? So area is base times height of a rectangle, so it's 7 and 2/3 times 4.5. Let's change that to a improper. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 2 is 23. So you get 23 over 3 times 2 times 4 is 8, 9 over 2. Okay, you can multiply these two. You can, you can simplify before you multiply, for those of you who are comfortable doing that. Otherwise, just multiply across, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, so 9 times 3 is 27, goes 218, 207 over 6. And as a mixed number, yikes. Let's see what that gives you as a mixed number. As a mixed number, alright, I would probably have to divide. So 6 goes into 207. Let's see, 3 times, which is 18. 27 over here. 27 over here, which is 4, which is 24. And a 3 remainder. So 6 goes into 27 34 times, which is your whole number. 3 is your remainder over 6, or 34 and a half. Okay, which is what 3 over 6 is. Now, if you left it like this, you would have lost a point. Why? Because you forgot the unit. If you left it like this, you would have lost another point, because you forgot to make it unit square. This says the area of the garage. The area of the garage is 34.5 yards squared. Okay, careful. Larry had 3/4 of a pizza pie left from last night. Ooh, I'm pretty sure you love this question. He decided to eat 2/5 of the leftover pizza. So he's eating 2/5 of 3/4 that he had left over. So what does that mean? It means that you're going to take 2/5, and of means what? Multiply. So let's see what 2/5 of 3/4 really means. 2/5 of 3/4 means 2 times 3 is 6 over 20, or simplify that, 3 over 10. Okay. And how much is left over for the next day? Well, hang on 1 second here. To find out what he ate, or what he has left over for the next day, it's actually, you actually have to do something, which is not simplify. So let's take a step back. 2/5 of 3/4 is 6/20. Okay, so let's write 3/4. An equivalent fraction using 20 would be 4 times 5 times 5, which is 12. Okay. Three-fourths, another way of saying 3/4 using 20 as the denominator is saying 12 over 20. So this is how much he had left over. Then he ate 6/20. How much does he have left over? Another 6/20 for the next day. Okay. I used the 20 as my denominator because 10, 4 doesn't go into 10 evenly. Then you get decimals and it gets ugly. Okay. So what I did was change everything to a denominator of 20. Okay, because that's what my first answer was. Okay, so 3/4 was a denominator of 20, mean equivalent fraction is 12/20. So basically he ate, to eat 2/5 to 3/4 means that he had 12/20 and he ate 6/20. And how much is left over from that? If he had 12 and then he ate 6/20. Okay. Mondo weighs 75 and 2/5, 2/7 of a pound. Invisible. There it is. And he wants to lose 2 5/8 of a pound. What's going to be his new weight? Well, let's see. First, we have to find the LCM, which in this case is 56. Okay. 8 times 7, this is going to be a, well, not that. 56. And it's 8 times 7, so 5 times 7, 35. And 7 times 8, and this is going to be a 16. Okay. Times 8, times 8, times 7, times 7. Okay, can't subtract because can't take 35 away from 16. So we need to do a little borrowing. So 75 is going to be a 74. Through a whole unit in the way of 56/56. Okay. Which we're going to get, bottom is 56 and top 16 plus 56 is going to be 72. 72/56 with borrowing. Now we can subtract. And 72 minus 35 is 7 over here. 6 minus 3 is 37/56. And 74 minus 2 is 72. So his final weight after he loses 2 5/8 of a pound is going to be 72 full pounds and 37/56 of the next pound. Okay? And that's it. It's not much. Okay? As long as you know the procedure here of adding, subtracting, multiplying, it should be okay. And that's that. Ooh, I made a mistake on the password. On the video on day 2, I think I put the password for day 3, thinking was day 3. So that video has both codes, okay, for day 2 and day 3.